Are we on? Oh, thank God. Okay. Hi, everybody. Leslie Plazz, also known as Zazoo Plazz, here for a quick pre-Thanksgiving update, November 21st, 2021. It's 11/21, 2021. That's a lot of 11s and 2s. It's still light out here. It's about 4:15, 4:20 in the afternoon, but I'm racing against time here. It's getting a little dark. I didn't go very far into the woods because last week I couldn't find my way out. So anyway, so this is going to be a quick one, but I've got a lot of funny stuff to share, so I gotta get it off my chest. It's like all these things. Guys are coming home like Tuesday night from college, so my husband's like cleaning the whole house, and he's an angry cleaner. You can't talk to him when he's cleaning or anything to do with scouts or the kids or decorating. I have an idea. I don't want to talk about it now. I can't concentrate on more than one thing at once. So I hear him banging around upstairs. He's an angry vacuumer. And then he's in the kitchen. Then he's in the bathroom with the bleach. I stay far away from him. I didn't tell him to go clean, but the guys are coming home, and I refuse to clean their bathroom. I opted out of that a long time ago because we have 2 other bathrooms that I maintain. So he's up there cleaning all this crap out of the guys' rooms, taking their air conditioners down, cleaning the stains in the bathroom. I dream about having my own place that I can decorate and I can wonder about and change all the time without having to, run it by somebody else. And then, every Sunday after I do my report here, I go and I have my chocolate. I got my chocolate stash. I still have chocolate from Mother's Day from my mom, which was the last chocolate she gave me before she passed away. And I've still got it, And so I make things last. And he opens the dining room hutch and says, "Look at this mess in here. Who ate all these chocolate bars from Halloween?" I'm like, I didn't. And who else is in the house? Well, the dog must have eaten them. Yeah, gotten up on her hind legs, jumped up on the couch, opened the hutch door, gone to the top shelf in the bag, and unwrapped all the Hershey bars and ate them and left the wrappers. So, this being Sagittarius truth-telling season, I went upstairs. I thought he was still there. He wasn't there. He went out to his scout meeting or something. And I see the dog rummaging through a trash can. So he apparently was throwing some stuff out from the guys' closets. And I found this. Okay, now, this is the stuff of nightmares, people. Look at this. Reminds me of the time I was a little girl and I saw The Exorcist. The first time I saw Linda Blair's head spin around, I started screaming. And now I didn't even see it when it came out because I was too young. I think I saw it later on TV or something. And all I remember is her in bed, it's her head spinning around and the priest. So I found this, which I think is, oh God, it's got pins in it. Oh shoot. It's got all these darn I hate pins. I hate pits and I hate pins. So this is from, obviously, my mother-in-law. This looks like something she must have made. It's got pins in it. It's styrofoam. And it's got like this head that apparently she tried to tape on to the top to make an angel that you could like hang up. But apparently the dog, you wonder why I'm a humorist, okay? I don't even have to try. This is in my basket. The dog could have freaking choked on this, okay? The dog tore this off, this little oddity, you know, like that show Oddities, where they, you know, have all these vintage, like, creepy stuff that people collect, like, you know, calves' livers and you know, pigs' hearts and swimming in a jar with convoluted liquid. This is what the dog, and a Three Musketeers wrapper, empty. So, and I didn't see any chocolate remnants, so I think that she got just the wrapper, which couldn't hurt her. So anyway, the theme for the week, what are you chewing on? Or when your head is separate from your heart. Your head, it in my case, sometimes I don't know which way to go, with my head or with my gut and my heart. We'll just put this down for a moment because it's gonna creep you out. So yeah, that's the theme for the week. Because we're into Sagittarius now. My Mercury is at 0.08 minutes of Sagittarius. It's right at the very beginning. And it's square to my moon. Square means, you know, something that is challenging you. That's what a square means in astrology. So my moon is in Aquarius, which is, you know, the future. The future. Oh, that's, Melissa Etheridge, 2001. That just came up. There's a 1 and a 2 in that song. So I'll post that one today. Basically, the moon is your feelings, you know. It's what brings you comfort. It's what comforts you, what, I don't know. It's your heart, you know. It's your feelings. And Mercury rules the mind, you know. It's your thinking, how you think, what you say. And it's in my third house, Mercury. Sagittarius is in my third house, which is communication, which is why, dear people, I am out here in the woods talking to myself and showing you headless dolls because I need to talk. If I'm not allowed to talk, it's like that song from the 80s, Voices Carry. Oh my gosh, when that song came out, I'm like, that's me. He said, shut up. He said, shut up. Oh God, can you keep it down? So this woman she's in a theater with this guy, you know, and she's like his girlfriend, and he doesn't want his wife to find out, so he's telling her to shut up, you know. And the more he tells her to shut up, the more she finds her voice, and she gets louder and louder and louder, speaking the truth. She's speaking the truth. That's a little like me. I'm out here speaking the truth. And people haven't always liked me because I have that habit. You know? I don't do Twitter. That's why I don't do Twitter. And I just barely do social media anymore. I have my Facebook page, which is full of all kinds of interesting things that you can check out. And that's where I'm going to be putting, you know, a lot of my little tidbits of wisdom and, you know, funny little bits for you to check out. But yeah. So, what does this all have to do with Thanksgiving? Jesus said, This is the Christ the King weekend. Traditionally, it's when he said, "Oh, my kingdom was not of this world." I love that. You know, who are people? People say you're the king. You know, he said it. Jesus said, "My kingdom were of this world. My followers would be helping me out," right? Right? So that kind of gives you a clue as to, you know, what to spend your time and energy on, you know? It's comforting to me because I do like to spend my time on things that other people consider trivial, but that make me very happy. My observations. People think, you know, a lot of what I say is trivial. You know, if you don't know me very well, you could think I'm pretty dull. You know, because I don't find it easy to open up to people I've just met about what I really think. You know, you have to get to know me a little bit. Of course, you can read it all over my face, you know. I mean, I wear my heart on my sleeve most of the time. Not to say that I'm a mean person. No, I think I'm a pretty kind person, really. But I am a brutally honest person. And one way or the other, it's going to come out. So, yeah, you know, I was thinking about what I like to do. You know, the Mercury themes is playing games. You know, Mercury is of the mind. I love crossword puzzles, Trivial Pursuit. That was one of my favorite games from the 80s. Chinese checkers, although they don't call it that anymore. I don't know. Do they still call it Chinese checkers? Where I used to have that game with the marbles, you know, and it was like a cardboard box or something with holes cut in it. The first one I had, it wasn't plastic. It was like cardboard. That was the best game. You know, I think like on Thanksgivings and holidays, my family growing up, childhood, we'd break out the cards or the games, or, you know, my grandfather, Pepe, he'd put a bunch of coins in the middle of the table. You know, like his favorite game was Red Dog, you know, like Clifford. And he would always win. Well, a lot of the time he would win. He'd take the kitty. He used to call it the kitty. And I inherited, you know, that sort of passion and good luck, because often I would win. You know, just happened. Like today, I was going through some old cards from the summer, and the way it worked out this year was we had Hallmark store threw up on us. We had, within the space of 3 weeks, in June, beginning of July, we had Father's Day, we had a graduation, we had a funeral, we had an anniversary, an anniversary. Did I say Father's Day? Yeah, we had Father's Day. So there were all these cards sitting around, and I happened to open a card. There was $100 in it from my mother-in-law for me and my husband to go and enjoy our anniversary, which was July 1st, you know, go out to dinner or something. There's something over there rustling in the woods. Oh, I think it's a squirrel. Wow. It's a little furry animal, a little critter. Wow. You hear it? Yeah. So, yeah, I found $100. That's the kind of thing that happens to me. You know, I spend time on what others would think of as trivial, but it pays off for me. You know? But, you know, I think the things that I treasure are the moments that I get to spend with my loved ones. Like I went out, instead of going and buying an apple pie this year, texted my oldest son, who's 21, Brennan. I said, hey, he likes to bake. I said, hey, I've got my hands full cooking this year. Would you consider making an apple pie? Would you like to try your hand in the kitchen baking? And he's like, oh yeah, okay, sure, if I have time. And then he's texting me about it. And I went out and got the apples and the cinnamon and the flour and all that stuff. So when he comes home, he doesn't have to worry about buying anything. So I think that's kind of cool, because I remember my own foray into baking. I was about 23, just after college. I was in my own place, and Mom said, make a pie, bring a pie. So I didn't have a pie plate. What I had was a lid shaped like a football from some casserole dish. And I thought it was a pie plate, but it was a lid. And I had a can of those cherries, and I didn't know that you had to poke them to see if they had pits in them. And my aunt was coming over, and my dad's mom, my granny, Bilodeau, and so I made the pie, and it looked pretty good. It looked like a football. And somebody, and I think it was my grandmother, or it could have been my aunt, bit into it and immediately found the pit. Which, that's why I got this thing with Zazoo pits, right? And I hate pits. But my first pie was a total failure. Complete. So my mother goes, did you check the cherries to make sure they didn't have pits? When my husband and I used to go to Denny's, like in the old, when we were, first married, after movies and stuff, and I would always get the pit when I ordered cherry pie. I'd always get the pit. So I said, okay, this time I'm going to make a pie. So I'm going to teach this kid how to make an apple pie so he doesn't have to endure the humiliation that I did first time I made a pie. He's probably going to be a lot better at it than I was. But yeah, pie really isn't. I do pumpkin. I make a pumpkin pie every year. But the other pies, I'd rather just eat other people's pie or go buy one or something. Like my granny used to make. I talk about it a little bit in the book. She used to make lemon meringue pie. It was so good. That's the best part of Thanksgiving, the pie. I mean, the turkey's good too, and I'm going to make my famous my turnip puff this year. Because last year, we didn't have anybody over, I just dumped a bunch of turnip in a bowl. But this year, I mix it with breadcrumbs, the turnip, and I make like a big, it's like a souffle of turnip, a rutabaga souffle. Yeah, I love that word, rutabaga. So yeah, it's getting kind of dark. I think there's critters looking at me. So I'm going to cut it short this week. But I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And I am thankful for being able to share my stories with you. And I'm thankful for you, my Zazoo Plazz community, for showing up and watching my videos. And I'm thankful for these beautiful woods and pie. Until next week, take care. Zazoo Plazz, signing out. Bye-bye.